How you doing, guys? Many, many years ago when I was much younger, drinking and driving was very, very common. And we never gave much thought to it. Reason being, for the most part, even though there were laws on the books, they really weren't being enforced. Rarely did I see anybody get any jail time, if not lose their license. Yes, it did happen, but not very often. For the most part, when you were pulled over, what did you get? You got a slap on the wrist. The problem with that is, even though when you shake your finger at them and tell them don't be drinking and driving, with a slap on the wrist, you're more apt to continue doing it, and they did. Over the last several decades, obviously the laws have increased. They're now enforcing them quite a bit more, and some people may think that the drinking and driving laws are a bit excessive. Now there's heavy-duty jail time, heavy-duty fines, the loss of license, possibly for the rest of your life, and some may think they're excessive, but people are now thinking twice before they get behind the wheel while they've been drinking. Yes, it still goes on, but most people actually give it a thought before they do it. The Supreme Court of Montana, we all know about the reversal of the decision there this past week. Watchtower's legal department, their attorneys, went to the Supreme Court to appeal the decision. And they claimed that it was a bit excessive. $35 million was a bit excessive. Well, yes, it was. But the reason behind that. The problem with Watchtower and corporations like it that have major child abuse problems, when you continually go in there, slap them on the wrist, shake your finger, clean up your act, are they really going to do it? Obviously, they haven't. We all followed the Australian Royal Commission several years ago, and we found out it was pretty obvious they ignored everything they heard and continued doing what they wanted. Now with lawsuits around the world going to the jugular of Watchtower, they're more apt to act on it and clean up their organization. But going back to the reversal of the decision. Now, Watchtower's legal department, obviously, they're more concerned with Watchtower's assets than destroying one girl's life, not to mention the many, 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 many other victims in the organization. That shows you where their priorities are at. Yes, $35 million was excessive. But then again, the molestation of one child is a lot more excessive. Multiply that by the many, many thousands of victims in the organization. How excessive does it have to get before you decide to clean up your act, Watchtower? And this is why many of us walked away. Because your organization is disgusting. Jehovah's Witnesses are probably applauding the decision, thinking that their God Jehovah is backing up his organization. Well, that was just one reversal, and it's not over yet. What about the other lawsuits worldwide? Where's your paper God been? The unfortunate thing is many Jehovah's Witnesses in the organization that are waking up and seeing this for what it is. That's why more and more and more people are leaving that disgusting organization. The sorry thing is there are still many Jehovah's Witnesses that are defending this organization, that turned a blind eye to the child abuse problem, that are in a state of denial. You can show them facts, they water it down. Oh, that goes on in every organization. And that pretty much is the green light to continue doing it. When I heard about it, I did some digging. And when I found out just how bad it was, that the organization was actually doing nothing about it, it was time to get out. But for everybody who's been following this case, like I said, it's not over yet. But this does show you the priorities of this and other organizations like it. See, they have to be obliged by law to turn over pedophiles to the law before they actually do it. If they're not required by law, it's pretty obviously that Watchtower will not. And that tells me, and it should tell everybody else, what a disgusting, foul, piece of garbage organization this is. And for you Jehovah's Witnesses that really think that this is God's only organization on earth, seeing everything that you're seeing, your God is a paper God that really isn't worth a used condom. Anyways, guys, I just wanted to get that out there. You guys have a good day. I'll be talking to you soon.